Sessions.
That is why it is the Sesh with Sab. We're on as well.
Oh, there we go. Boom, straight into it.
Chef Toby.
Chef Toby, how's it going, man? What's happening?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Thanks for coming on.
No, it was awesome, man.
I've been meaning to get in a few chefs.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I guess with your history of being a chef, it's definitely something that when you are in that environment, it's hard to shake that bug of that obsession and the culture and the mindset that 99% of chefs have is just this weird sort of almost outcast, eclectic type of person. But
yeah, we're fucking lepers.
yeah, but then with like the advent of social media and all these YouTubers that are delving into, it's not just Martha Stewart at home. This is how you cook now. It's either these fast, quick cut videos to show how unintimidating it can be to make amazing food, and then on the other hand of that, companies like Chef Steps that have these incredibly detailed videos and classes that break down everything from chemicals that you cook with and emulsions to bread work and gluten, and making it more approachable for people. And then with is it Star that have the bear, the TV show?
The bear,
Stan with
that is such a fucking great representation of kitchens.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because it can be such a fucking miserable place, but it's so fun.
Yeah. You get that camaraderie in your joint misery, which isn't necessarily like, it's not a great thing that people are exposed to such harsh environments and work culture. But I do feel like that is happening less and less.
Yeah, apparently, I'm not sure because I haven't been in kitchens. I think eight years ago, I moved back from Sydney. But I remember when I was working in, like, Sydney was the hardest place I worked because I was working at a resort, but it was a fucking nice resort. We would have had 3 hats if we weren't allowed to get hats because we were classed as a resort restaurant. Mm-hmm. But we were staying in Walgan Valley, which is inside the Blue Mountains. Emirates built a fucking like a $50 million resort inside the Blue Mountains. It was like $5,000 a night to stay there.
Wow.
And
how the other half live?
We got accommodation at the resort too, like a kilometre away. We used to take our golf buggies in like to and from work. It was sick.
Yeah.
But we grew our own produce.
Oh.
Menu changed daily.
Jeez.
If a guest came back a year later, 2 years later, they were not allowed a single item of the same food.
They could still have duck, for example.
They could have whatever they wanted as well at any time of the day. So I remember once we were at just getting fucking loose at the staff quarters of the resort, and it was like 4 a.m, and this little Asian kid wanted nuggets. So we'd have to get our clothes on. One of us would have to nominate whoever was the least drunk, would have to get in the golf buggy, drive in minus 10 degree weather because that's how cold it would get there. And we'd have to bone out a chicken because we didn't keep nuggets.
Yeah, just
like, so we'd have to bone out a chicken breast, fillet it, and then cut it up into little nuggets.
And they want it quick time. They don't want to be waiting for it.
Yeah, it's fucked. One day this kid wanted a Minions cake, and they gave like 2 days notice. So the poor dessert chef there, shout out to Tyson, he rustled around like 3 of us. I have no idea how to fucking work with like
the pastry side of things.
No, not just even like decorating cakes. I've always been horrible at it. Like the fondant, I can't work with fondant at all. No. And he whipped up the most amazing, like probably like 45 centimeter tall minion cake I've ever seen in 2 days straight. Just 2 days of straight fucking work.
And it's the dedication like that sort of has always been one of the reasons why I love it. Every so often you meet a fellow chef that is just like clinically obsessed with what they do, and they don't care about your past, what you've done, where you're going, as long as when you're working with that person, you're showing them this sort of like undying obsession with the field. I think that it takes a lunatic to last in the industry for more than sort of
especially
5.
into the high-end kitchens. Once you start getting into the upper echelon of kitchens, where it's like you have to be dialed in 14 to 16 hours a day.
Yeah, no break. Or if you do get a break, it's like you go outside,
3 cigarettes as
back
fast
to
as
back.
you can.
Yeah, you come back in, you've got a head rush, and you're like, that was dinner. Yeah.
Oh, so I started out with classical Italian at this restaurant called Osteria.
Mm-hmm.
It was on Glen Osmond Road. It's the Hispanic Mechanic, same
Oh,
owners,
yeah.
but they changed it. And that place when it opened, I was 15 when I started there, and then they offered me an apprenticeship, and I took it that week, and I left school as soon as I turned 16. I fucking left straight away.
You just realised that it wasn't for you?
I always wanted to cook. I always
okay.
wanted to. So as soon as I got an opportunity and I did well, they were like, yeah, you can have an apprenticeship. And as soon as I turned 16, I was like, see ya.
And is it like in your family? Do your
Oh, cooking's
cook?
always, yeah, cooking's a Greek family, stereotypical Greek
okay.
family. But I would always watch cooking shows when I was growing up. Like I wouldn't watch other TV, I'd just watch cooking. But I'd watch like Heston and like I got really into. I've fallen out of love with fine dining now because I like more robust. Like I like cooking with fire more than anything.
Yeah,
but
and there's very very select fine dining places that do that.
Yeah, there's like Fire Door. There's that arcade in Norwood. That's probably the only spot in Adelaide. There's Shovel Show, but I don't think they don't solely cook with fire, but it's like mainly fire. But I started at Osteria, and that was just really nice Italian food, and that's the best. If there's anyone that wants to start cooking, I would still vouch that a fast-paced Italian restaurant is the best place to get your pan work and your time management.
It's like spinning plates.
It's so frantic because if you're in a busy Italian, that's probably the most approachable cuisine for anyone, no matter what kind of food you like. Everyone likes a nice bowl of pasta. So busy Italian places, they're turning over fucking 3-4 times a night. Like tables. It's insane.
And it would be a 150-seat restaurant.
Yeah.
And you break it down like that, you're looking at, what's that, 450 covers
in one night. And that's just the night. And then you're getting fucked during the day. And then you got takeaway.
Yeah.
Like
so you did takeaway as well?
We used to do it wasn't huge, but we used to do pizzas takeaway.
Okay.
But that was it.
Like wood-fired oven?
No, we had a conveyor belt.
Oh, yeah.
But it was mainly pasta focused. The pizzas were sick, but the pastas were like the main attraction.
And it was everything made in-house?
Everything was made in-house. We had an old Italian dude called Mario who'd come in, make our pasta and our tiramisus and our panna cottas and all of our desserts and shit.
Amazing.
But it was a perfect kitchen to start in because it was so frantic.
Yeah.
And growing up when I was 16 in that environment is like, whoa, this is so cool.
Yeah, I feel like, especially now I'm an adult, is like when you do meet younger kids or even people sort of the same age and you find out they have some sort of hospo experience, I feel like if you're in any sort of customer service industry, you realize that there's such dickheads out there that speak to people like a piece of shit, that you don't perpetuate that. You understand when you're out and you're having dinner and, I don't know, the food's taking a bit longer than it should.
You're a bit more calm.
You're like, they're probably in the shit in there. Maybe someone's called in sick. Maybe you sort of justify it to the table that you're sitting with instead of having to have a waiter or a waitress come out and be like, your food's on the way. And then having, I don't know, some Karen at your table stand up and start being like, this isn't good enough. It's like, you obviously have no idea.
Yeah, it's so true.
What's going on? It's not that they just come in and they just cook your dinner. It's like they've been here since 7 o'clock in the morning making everything. You cook once a week on a Sunday for the family and you take all day to serve 4 people. There's a team of 5 people in there serving thousands of people a week. You've got to cut them some slack, you know. It's cool though, man. Like I've worked in some really high-end places and with some crazy chefs and have these wonderful horror stories, but also I've got these amazing friends that I know I can count on. If I fly to most continents in the world just through traveling as well, I've got friends that I've worked with in kitchens that I can hit them up. They'll pick me up from the airport. I can go and stay on their couch free of charge. They'll show me all the cool things to do in the town and give me like that real authentic experience of where they're from, you know. And I don't feel like that's as easy to gain, especially at such a young age, to have such a network of people around the world.
Yeah, it's so true because chefs travel, especially if you go to like a really high-end restaurant or the higher-end restaurants you go to. There's more internationals there as well, generally. Yeah. Like I remember I went to Tomorrowland in Belgium and I put things of me on the plane, like I checked in on the plane, and this bloke I worked with, Aaron, who I didn't even know fucking moved to Belgium. He's like, bro, I live here. Let's catch up for a beer.
No way.
As soon as I got to Antwerp in Belgium, it was like, oh, dope. And we went out on a massive pub crawl. And it's like, where can you get, what other jobs can you have that sort of relationship with people just internationally, worldwide?
And that it's like, you pick up where you left off. There's never that, oh, you haven't spoken to me in years. What's been going on with that?
Because it's just chef shit. Like, they're just busy. You just know everyone's busy.
You've got your own life. You know, it shouldn't revolve around... Yes, you should check in with your friends and make sure that everyone's okay. But sometimes you get so caught up in your life and everything's moving at 1,000 miles an hour that it is 3 or 4 years since you last thought of that person that was only ever a work friend, you know. But they see that you're in their city or they're coming to where they know you are and they hit you up and they go, hey man, I'm in town for a few hours, like let's go out and do something. And I think it's not entirely unique, but it is very close to being unique just to the service industry. You know, unless you're an influencer or maybe some like big banker that jet sets the world and knows people in their industry, I feel like for the common man that the best way to gain that sort of network is through hospitality, you know, and it doesn't even have to be that you commit yourself to years and years of working in kitchens to become a chef. It could be you spend your first job is being a dishie, you know, and you get exposed to...
Shout out to all the fucking dishes out
there. The most important person in the kitchen.
Shout them out.
Yeah, Jesus. And I've worked with some that are just... I've worked with some that are kids and that don't get it and try their hardest, but just don't have that like.
Do you know
speed.
who the greatest dishwasher of all time was?
You?
No. Dude, no. Actually, I was pretty good at it, but do you know who the greatest dishwasher I've ever worked with was? And it's probably because he was a cunt. James Conahan.
Who's that?
James Conahan. He comes into NOORI all the time.
Okay.
He's mates with me and Jacob.
Okay.
He's the lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
So he used to be a dishwasher, a dishie when I worked at Starve Grease.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he was the dishie there while he was studying law.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the first dishie. That was the coolest fucking kitchen to work in. It was so laid back. Coming from like Jolly's Boathouse to there was like night and day, because Tony Carroll, the head chef and owner of Jolly's at the time, who now is the head chef, executive chef and one of the owners of Fish Bank, I think.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He was so good to work for, because if you could work at Jolly's, you could work anywhere in fucking the world. Mm-hmm. You would have been fine, because the amount of stress and pressure he would put on you was like either you hated it or you got past it and you thrived there and then you moved on to something great kind of thing. Like Jolly's, if you could last there for a fucking year, you were laughing.
Yeah, I do feel like with a lot of the crazy, hectic, high cover, high standard places, it is really this make or break situation.
Yeah.
You know, the first place that I trained at was the best restaurant in our county. We had...
Where were you born?
Kent, in the UK.
You were born in the UK?
Yeah. So southeast coast of England. Spent the first few years of my life up until I was 7 in a town called Folkestone, which is where this restaurant Rock Salt is still. And then my dad passed away when I was 7. Then we moved to a village 20 minutes up the road, but always sort of still in the same area, you know. And I managed to get an apprenticeship at this place, and I went for the interview. I was in school, I was doing okay. I was planning to go to university and study, I don't know, computer science or economics or something like that. And it always enticed me, but the thing that I felt that all of these careers that my mind was sort of interested in and took a liking to didn't have the social interaction side of things. And I love working at NOORI at the moment because we've got the big open pass. People come in as soon as someone comes past. As long as I'm not in the shit, I say, how's it going, guys? Like, come on in, go sit down. Someone will get some servers over to you. And it sort of breaks down that barrier that I felt in so many places that I've worked, where it's like, you're in the restaurant and the kitchen is here. Whereas at NOORI, they see that I'll go out, and if I know you or if it's quiet, I just I'll clear tables, I'll take a stroll around the restaurant, I'll take dishes out to people and give them the full spiel of what it is and where the inspiration came from. And I feel like by doing that, people feel almost as though they're coming into your home. And it's good food, but without that pretentious atmosphere around it.
So yeah, I really, because I used to love this is not like politically correct at all, but we used to call it gay food back in the day.
Yeah.
Like I used to love using tweezers to play and just fucking. I used to love foams and using
gels
and the plating. I used to love plating almost more than I used to like cooking at one point.
Perfecting the rocher.
But now I couldn't think of anything fucking gayer or like worse than like I will go to a nice restaurant and I will appreciate what they've done because I know how fucking much how prep heavy those restaurants are.
Yeah.
And shout out to the people that never even get to fucking do a service because they're there for 8 hours previously.
Just picking
fucking herbs
and
washing herbs and fucking julienning fucking vegetables all day. Like no one even sees those people.
No, especially when you've got like a huge operation like Noma.
Oh, fuck that! You gotta like. I wanted to do a stage. I was looking at doing stages like when I was at like the peak of my career kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at doing stages somewhere, and I was gonna try and go to Noma. That was obviously everyone's goal, but it was like a year or two wait list, and you did it for free for like 6 weeks.
To think that you've got to wait to do something.
It's like for El Bulli, the stage list for El Bulli was fucking years.
Yeah.
And
but then if you've got a stage there, man, that's like the golden ticket anywhere.
If that's on your resume, you're laughing. Like you're just fucking laughing. But I like now. I like more rustic food now. I think there's more heart in it than in rustic food.
Yeah, I do. I feel like at the start of my career, I was like,
everyone does. I think everyone goes.
I think
through
it's
that.
because it seems so unattainable. And then when you get exposed to those environments, like when you first start, you see these 2-3 star places or 3-hat places, and you're like, you look at these dishes, and then you think about where you're working, and you're like, shit, man, like, how are they producing this consistently over and over and over again? And then the more you learn about the industry, you realize that there might only be, in a video that you see of the restaurant, there might only be 6 or 7 chefs on service. But then what you don't see behind the scenes is there's 30 people working there for free,
cutting the potatoes and doing all the herb work. And
man,
like it's crazy. I remember, so when I was in Sydney, the sous chef there, I forgot his name. He was from Holland. He was at a 3 Michelin star restaurant previous to coming to. He was a head chef of a 3 Michelin starred restaurant previously coming to Sydney.
Yeah.
And the chef under him worked at Noma.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's mad. And when you do meet,
they are not
chefs,
humans.
No,
like when you think of like a Michael Jordan or like an extreme winner in a sport. These people are so dialed in. They don't fuck around. There's no like grab ass humor. There's no.
And the craziest part is they just no one knows them. Because they're not these celebrity chefs.
They're not celebrity
There's
chefs.
not this allure in cooking for the most part when you get to sort of the serious fine dining side. No one's doing it to become rich and famous.
No, they're doing it to be the best.
To prove, for some reason, they feel like they have to prove something, or they're that obsessed with it that's why they do it.
Yeah, I'd hate to break it to a lot of people, but Jamie Oliver, Gordon Ramsay, and all those those celebrity chefs, they might be good chefs, but they are nowhere near the greatest chefs in the world.
No.
They are the most accomplished.
And they do amazing things for the industry.
Community. They do amazing things, but they are like a speck on the boot of some of these chefs. When you're in the kitchen and you're under pressure. And see, I don't think Gordon would be able to do a Michelin-starred service now. Surely.
He's probably so out of practice. He could definitely head up the pass and still call service.
I wouldn't even be able
to put him on a meat section.
He'd be fucked. He'd be fucked.
And that's not me saying that I could go into a restaurant Gordon Ramsay and do it.
We're talking specifically Michelin-starred restaurant services. They're like surgeries.
Yeah.
They are like, there is not one fucking element that goes wrong. That's what
when
makes
I was working in this Italian joint in London, I worked with this guy. I can't remember. He was Sri Lankan and had this wonderfully complicated name, but everyone just calls me Gary, right? And I would go in the morning. It'd be 6 a.m. starts, and I would be just in the shit the whole day. Just a prep list that seemed like it wouldn't end. I'm running. I would have to spend an hour and a half in the morning.
I did not miss that at all.
Just doing herbs. I would have to dice 1 centimeter squares of basil leaves. I would have to chop 2 bunches of chives on a white chopping board to be able to take the chopping board to whoever was running, the head chef, the sous chef, the junior sous, whoever was in charge that day, to show them my board and that it wasn't green, so I wasn't bruising the herbs. Otherwise, if it was, that would have to go onto the staff food shelf, and then I'd have to start again, and then I'm then even further behind.
If your knife's not fucking sharp enough, they yell at you.
Well, they were like, just buy a herb knife.
Yeah.
Don't use it for anything else apart from herbs, you know. And that's what I did, and it's through the hard moments like that that sort of shape you into who you are now. But this Gary guy, he was, excuse me, he was working there as a stage. He's an adult. He's got a wife. He's got kids and stuff. I don't know what his wife did. I just know that she was the main breadwinner. They had their whole life planned out that he's going to do all these stages. He staged at like Restaurant Gordon Ramsay, the Ledbury, all of these incredible restaurants in London and around the world. And I would be running, man, and like on the edge of having an anxiety attack because I was that in the shit all the time.
Yeah, and your head gets hot.
And I would just like, I'd go into the fridge and my chest would get all tight and I'd just like have a moment and I'd be like, all right, come on, you got to keep fucking going. So you go out, you carry on. And then I'd look over at this guy, just stoic, just prepping with a paring knife. That's it. Just there.
Dude, the best chefs I've ever worked with have all been Asian or Indian. But because they don't have... They got like funny humour, but they don't fuck around like Australians do.
Yeah.
Like they don't come to work to have like any
to
sort
make
of
friends.
fun.
No, they're there to do
Especially the best chefs I've ever worked with have all been Asian, pretty much. Or like because they're just freaks. They just come to work, do their job, but they do it in such an efficient way. You're like, how are you moving so slowly? Like they don't.
Their list is done in 2 hours before.
They're not frantic. They're not frantic people at all. Like, I'm a fucking cowboy. I was always a cowboy in a kitchen. Like, but you need at least one.
Yeah. And then
I'm either going to ruin the day or save the day.
I'm done. I'm gonna service is done. I don't have any prep for tonight. I'll be back at 5, and I'd be there like, what do I need to do to be this level of man? You know. And it turns out that I left the restaurant there to move back down home and start organising going travelling because I was doing 18-hour days, 3 hours sleep. I was 18, 19 at the time, and I was like...
Wait, so you were still working in the UK at this age?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I left the UK...
Those kitchens also, for people who aren't in the industry, UK kitchens and European kitchens in general are a lot harder to work in than, I believe, Australian kitchens.
From my experience,
because the chefs are a lot harder.
It's old school style,
and they got a lot more of they're a lot more serious. Like it's more higher stakes because there's more competition there.
Yeah, definitely, and with the fact that most fine dining restaurants in other parts of the world trying to get Michelin stars.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is in Australia, yes, you can get hats, but...
See, why don't they bring... I've always fucking wondered why they just don't bring them here. We have fucking... I could name probably 4 restaurants that would have 3 Michelin stars.
Yeah, 100%.
Easy.
You know, like with Botanic
would have at least 2 or 3. Like, Attica would have 3.
Yeah.
That was like the fucking...
Voudemont would at least
have 1 or 2.
You know.
There would be fucking hundreds of 1-star restaurants in Australia. Yeah. Hundreds.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't. Because there's not many countries that, as far as I'm aware, that they don't cater to.
It's so weird. They have them in... Like, I'm going to Japan. I can't wait. I'm going to eat my first 3 Michelin-starred restaurant. I've never eaten at one. Ever.
Not even a 1-star?
No. I've eaten at a few 1-stars when I was in Europe, but I never ate at 3 Michelins because I was always fucking drunk. Like, I was always...
And it's expensive, man.
And honestly... The street food's better than most of those restaurants.
And I think if you're going to do it and just go to one place for a 3-star experience, Japan is the place.
Yeah, it's going to be the fucking spot. And I'm really trying to get into that Zero sushi. I know it's not. It's probably not. Yeah. It's probably not the best sushi in Japan. It's probably
but it's a story behind
but
it
it's
as
just
well,
going there, like, and having him or his son serve you sushi. It would be such a fucking experience.
Man, like that's
such a fabulous documentary. If no one's seen it.
It's just art form. I feel like it stands up to, if not is better than the caliber of Chef's Table.
I was gonna say the Chef's Table 100,000% drew so much inspiration from Zero because that show is filmed so well. It gives me goosebumps thinking about some of those.
It's beautiful, man.
Like,
and I feel like whenever I start to feel a bit less passionate about what I do,
you watch Chef's Table,
I watch Chef's Table, or something like that.
Chef's Table's so good, bro.
Just the not even so much the interview sides of things,
the filming and just
it's the shorts of service, where it's I don't know, Vivaldi or Bach or whoever it is playing classical music.
They've done it so well,
and it's just like the slow pan across a kitchen that's a time lapse of all these chefs just working and wiping the sides off,
and it shows how fucking shit it can be too. They're like it's not just about all the Chef's Table's a perfect example of the best chefs in the world aren't famous because no one knows who those people are.
I was told about...
You got to be so fucking deep into the cooking game to know who these people are.
I was told about, I think it's the first season, the first episode, the Italian chef Massimo Bottura.
Where the
whoops, I dropped the lemon tart.
Yeah, he had the second or third best restaurant in the world at that point.
So it was first a couple of years and then lost it. And then I think I'm probably wrong. It might have been the first to regain number one position because it's the San Pellegrino world top is the people that sort of rate them when people refer to it being the best restaurant in the world. And I was told about this guy. He was our head pastry chef when I was working at this Italian joint in London. And we were talking about plates and crockery and the obnoxious prices that you can, because we had some new plates in that were £45, so what's about $90 per individual plate, right? And he was like, "Yeah, that's pretty good, man."
I fucking love a good plate.
Oh man, good. I love having different plates.
I love a good plate.
All the places that I work, if there's a chip on it, it's like we can't use that for customers anymore.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm like, don't throw it away. I'll take it, man. So I've just got like this stack of plates and bowls and shit at home that are, none of them match, but I feel like that's
the joy of it.
Exactly. Yeah. When you come over, it's like, oh, there's delicious food.
That's so in fashion in cooking now.
Yeah. Not everything needs to be clinical and
that's definitely the same. That's definitely the hot vibe right now.
Yeah. And so this guy, JP, his name was, I don't know why we called him JP because his name was Jean Noel, but everyone just called him like it was short for Jean Pierre or something like that. But French guy, amazing, worked in many 3 Michelin star restaurants around the world. I don't know how much of the things that you get told in the industry are true, but he claimed that one of the restaurants that he worked at had a sourdough starter that was like 180 years old.
I'd believe it if it was in Europe.
It's a classic French.
I believe that. If it was in France, I'd believe that.
Yeah, and it's after speaking to some chefs that are like obsessed with bread, I was like, is there much difference?
I used to hate making bread.
Oh, it's such a...
I got really into master stock though.
Yeah.
I dived really deep into master stock because when I went to Jolly's, theirs was like 60 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
I went to this...
you could never replicate that flavour. You know how when you go to a restaurant and you try a dish and you're like, oh, I can replicate that at home?
Yeah.
There is no fucking way you can replicate
a master stock
or a tare or just anything like a sourdough starter that's been there for 100
or kimchi where they dose in some of the old batch.
You can't because you can't imitate age.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. So back to the plates. The whoops, I dropped the lemon tart dish that made Massimo famous. In the episode, he's saying how they're doing this service and his sous chef or pastry chef, this Japanese guy, I want to say his name's Takeo, and he's plating in these restaurants. Everything, as you know, is counted out by numbers. There's no walk-ins, it's bookings only, and they'll have a margin of error of maybe 2 dishes.
Yeah, just in case something goes horrifically wrong.
It gets to the end of the night and they're serving the last 2 tarts, and Takeo is plating one and drops it on the plate. And Massimo, when he's telling the story, says that he was like ready to like be a good Japanese man and kill himself. Like he was so like,
dude, oh my god, could you imagine?
And in that environment, like one of the best restaurants in the world, working for this culinary like juggernaut, I would have just quit straight away. I wouldn't have even had time for him to give a reaction. I would have been like, sorry, see you later, done. I wouldn't be able to face it.
I wouldn't be able to do it. I used to cry if I used to have a bad service.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I was
never in the kitchen.
When I was younger, no, I'd used to wait till I got in my car and I started driving, and I
Yeah.
would just fucking melt down out of anger, though.
Yeah.
Like out of just frustration.
But
like,
I never let them see
even
they
if
broke me in
even
the
if it
kitchen.
was something really tiny that I didn't even like cop
no
it
one else
for, or
noticed,
no one
yeah.
else noticed, I'd just fucking be like, oh, that pisses me off.
Yeah.
So
You lay
much.
there in bed thinking about it. But it's the way this Massimo goes, no, Takio, stop. Look. And sees this splat on the plate. And that was like this huge revolution in the industry where people started throwing and doing splats and stuff like that.
It's so annoying. I hate that with cook. That's one thing I fucking hate about cooking.
I don't mind a splat, man. But I feel like
not
it's
not
now,
a splat. I hate when someone does something and it's their thing, but then
everyone
27,000 restaurants do the same thing, and it's not to the caliber, and it just looks like shit.
Yeah.
Like swirls around a plate.
Yeah. It's crazy how people see one person's success and they just go, oh, this will be fine for me.
Here you go. What's the most timeless plating maneuver?
A swipe, surely.
I was going to say it has to be a
it's gotta
swipe.
be a
Like
swipe.
even a quenelle onto a swipe. Like a swipe is the most timeless. Like that still doesn't outdate.
Yeah, no,
It's perfect.
swipes look good, man. Like my first dish that I ever came up with was a dessert that was a swipe of chocolate and Salerno, like gel, I guess, more like a really loose ganache, so more like a chocolate sauce, I guess, and then a 70% chocolate and blood orange mousse, but it was swipe and quenelle.
I got fucking PTSD from desserts. That's where I used to
Yeah.
get put when I was doing shit.
Oh, I always loved it. I loved how
Because they knew I used to hate desserts.
yeah.
I never had a sweet tooth either, so I didn't even enjoy
I never really
the
had a
food.
sweet tooth for it. I liked
The cooking process.
the science behind it. Is in the main kitchen is you can taste something and go, it needs a bit more of this, a bit more of that. Whereas with pastry, it was like you're
It
weighing
has to have
things out
this.
to 0.01 of a gram, or like when you make a fluid gel, it's like you do 1% agar, or if you're doing spherification, I think it's 0.01% agar.
Fuck, I used to have a book. I used to have a book with all of the ratios of all gels, foam.
Those, man, that's the one you want.
Yeah, I used to have a book with everything in it because when I went to Sydney, I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna need to like
Learn all this, yeah.
because they were pretty good. They were amazing at teaching, but you didn't want to be the guy that they had to watch all the time. Because every time I went to a new kitchen, I was like leveling up, like 2 steps every time I went to a new kitchen. But then when I went from the Star of Greece to work in Sydney, I was like, oh fuck.
It's like a completely
It's like
different ballgame.
it's because it's not even cooking anymore.
No.
It's prep heavy.
You're not there to be a chef. You're there to do a job, and that job for the day might be
Oh, it was fucking hectic, man.
brunoise 100 shallots.
If you're on breakfast and lunches there, you had to go drive in the cold, get there at 5 a.m., 4:30 a.m. for breakfast, and you'd have to make your sourdoughs, like maybe like 12 loaves of sourdough, rye,
and were
brioche
you making
buns.
them, or were they made by?
No.
the
We were
night before?
making
Yeah.
everything daily. And then if you were on breakfast, you'd finish breakfast, clean down. You had to be like 2-3 days ahead in your menu because you needed a different menu every fucking day. So
How many of you were in the kitchen? It must have been a big operation.
I'd say there was about 15 to 18 of us, but we were working like 95, 100-hour weeks.
Yeah.
We were smacking it. But then we'd go to so from breakfast you'd go to the country kitchen because there was 3 different kitchens. The country kitchen was the most fucking grand, like Barney looking kitchen and set aside inside the Blue Mountains, like all glass windows.
Wow.
The kitchen
Was it an open kitchen?
I've never fucking worked in an open kitchen
But
before.
that's why it would have looked so good as well, is because it's an open
bro.
kitchen.
And all the nice copper pots just hanging
That you
up.
don't use,
Oh,
they're just there for show,
so
yeah.
nice. And fucking, I'd never worked in an open kitchen before, and I remember the first day in there, I was like, oh my god, this is so stressful.
And you're just silent.
It's
you feel like
so
if you drop anything.
But then
it's
if
just-
someone comes up and talks to you, like if you got 300 fucking orders,
and someone wants to talk to you,
they're paying like tens of thousands of dollars to stay there, you are going to give them your undivided attention. Like, it was just crazy experience. But then, so you moved. So what was your first restaurant in Adelaide that you worked at?
So I did about a month. Just
oh fuck! For anyone that doesn't know, this is the head chef of my friend Jacob Barter's bar, NOORI.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just assuming people know.
Yeah.
I guess it's just because I know you that I'm just
so
coming to
this
hang
is
out with you.
so this is Toby. He's the head chef. What is your last name? Toby
Wood.
Toby Wood.
Yeah.
Toby Wood, and he's the head chef of NOORI, newly appointed. But it's been about 2 months now. A month,
6 weeks. So yeah, about a month and a half. First place I worked in Adelaide was a friend of ours was working there at the time. I moved here from New Zealand with my partner. We met at the restaurant that I was working at there. My sponsorship was coming up to an end and she was coming back to do a vintage. She said, you can either come with me or wait for me. And I was like, well, my visa's ending. I've not done Australia yet. Let's do it. You know, the original plan was come here. She works vintage. I then applied to a heap of restaurants around the country, ones that I like the look of, and see who would take me, go do some trials, and then we'll go, okay, we'll work here for a year, and then I'll move on from there and we'll go work here for a year, because that's how it is a lot in the industry, is you sort of, until you're in a senior position, you're dot around getting experience, building up your skill set. And a friend of ours got me a job working at Beach Road Wines. They got a wood fire oven. They were making pizzas. We sort of made all the doughs and everything from scratch. I'd never worked with wood-fired ovens at all, which was cool. It was a good experience to learn. And
so that's the kind of shit I would love. The only way I would ever get back into cooking was if it was strictly with fire.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's a real, completely different vibe to cooking.
It's just a different skill. It's a totally different skill set.
Yeah, and it's something. It's giving up your control. I think that was the biggest change for me. Is I've worked in these kitchens that have luckily been pretty kitted out in the UK, you know, and you know that you've always got gas, you know that you've got an induction, you've got your ovens, you've got all of this stuff that's like ready to go. Oh, this isn't working. Okay, this induction pad's broken today. We'll just use the gas burners, and it's instantaneous heat. You can turn the oven up if it's not hot enough. Whereas when you're working with wood fire, it's like there's a delay. You can't just like be like, okay, I need this 200 degrees hotter. You've got to build a fire,
especially if you're doing things low and slow. Like if you're doing something low and slow and it doesn't go right, there's no backup. There's no quickly let's fucking put on a new pan. There's none of that. Like you are fucked.
Yeah, or if you burn something and it's
you almost have to embrace the burn as well, because shit is going to get burnt when you work with fire.
Yeah, charred.
Just call it charred and charge $12 more.
Yeah. And I was there as a casual. A month after I got here, COVID hit. And obviously, me being a casual and not having worked there very long, they were like, yeah, nah, you're done. They had a few people there on salary that they continued paying, but all the casual staff just sort of got clipped, which was fair enough, man. Like, no one knew what was going on in the world. You know, we didn't know if it was going to be a short thing or if it was still going to be going on now, sort of thing. So I just started applying for, like, any job I could get. You know, I was applying to wipe old people's asses, be a binman, whatever. But the thing is, there's so many Australians that were in the same position that might have had experience in those fields that they just weren't going to give it to me. You know, it didn't matter. I sent out hundreds, maybe even like 1,000 job applications to just literally anything that would take me, you know. Managed to get one of Jackie's uncles had a bit of a property and organised just a bit of cash work with him just so that I had like a bit of money, you know. And then managed to get myself a job doing pruning. That was very, very different to what I was used to doing as a chef.
Was it nice?
It was nice on the days where... So it was just me doing it.
I've always wondered what it would be like to not... Because I've never done anything else besides work with food, ever.
Yeah, it's...
I've always wondered, like, what's it like?
Doing vintage was fun.
Yeah,
so after pruning, I went and did a vintage. Because at the time as well... I thought I needed to do my farm work to be able to extend my visa. My partner and I fell pregnant, and then that changed all of that. I couldn't be on a work holiday visa because I then technically had a dependent, so I had to apply for a partnership visa. We found that out with like a month or two left on my visa, so it was like this crazy sporadic rush to get all this evidence. We thought it would be safer to use a lawyer, so we're paying the ridiculous lawyer fees, the visa application fees, and that they could still turn around and go, nah, you're done, see you later. And then we would have to, me, my partner, and at the time she was still pregnant, we would have had to move, I don't know, back to New Zealand or back to the UK or whatever, but that was like the last resort.
Worst
we didn't
case.
want to do that, you know. So I was pruning. Pruning was good, man. Like on the days where it was nice weather, I had electric snips that I was borrowing from Jackie's uncle as well, which made a massive difference that I'm not there getting like a forearm pump 20 minutes into the work day. I think it was 12,900 vines of 2-deck Shiraz, so the ones where there's like a top row and a bottom row. I don't know I can't remember how many rows it was. And the first couple of weeks, like the first couple of days, you're like, oh, this is fun, it's new, right? And then you're then out there and it's the first day where it's raining and you're on your own. And I'm starting at like 7, 8 o'clock and going until the sun starts to go down, which wasn't, like the hours were fine. I'd done many more hours than that and continue to do more hours than I did then. But being outside and starting your day wet, and
it's not ideal. It would not be ideal.
No. And it got to the point that like the guy that owned the property had this little ute, because I was riding a motorbike at the time. I didn't have a car. Didn't have a driver's license, you know. I just had my bike license because I never needed one where I lived in the UK. I rode a bike, and then living in London, then moving to New Zealand, I just didn't, there was never a need because everything was walking distance, or you could get public transport, whereas here it seems like everything's 1,000 k's away from each other comparatively to where I've lived, that I was like, fuck, that's probably my one regret, because I was learning in the UK, and I was at the point where I should have taken my test, and then I started working as a chef, doing these crazy hours, and then on my days off I was like, I just want to fucking hang out with the boys and sink cones. I don't want to have to sit around and wait for a driving lesson or a driving test, you know. But that's in the past now. I'm on my P2s, like I'm just sort of waiting for it to lapse over, and then I've got a full license. It's no dramas now. But it was really hard, man, going from having 2 months of unemployment. Jackie's parents.
That's a fucking stressful.
Jackie's parents working. We were living with her parents. She's doing vintage, so she's doing 12-hour days, 7 days a week, midday to midnight. So I'm just like at home, alone, every day, applying for jobs, hearing nothing back. I would walk to the shop to get ingredients to then come back home and make Jackie the dopest lunch for the next day at work. I wanted it so that like everyone that she works with.
So at least if you're going to be a stay-home boyfriend, you're going to be a good one.
Yeah, exactly. Man. I'm sending her to work with like pork and prawn dumplings and shit like that. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, this stuff's amazing." She's like, "Yeah, well, you know, it's my new boyfriend." You know, but that was nice. But it got to that point that it was like a 10-15 minute walk to the shop. So I'd walk to the shop, slowly walk around getting things, and then I'd get home and I'd go, "Oh, rats. I forgot this one thing that wasn't at all vital to what I was doing." But I was like, all right, I'll go back to the shop. That's how bored I was, that I was just like, I'm taking the dog for 2-3 walks a day, you know, and it was good. It was hard mentally, especially always being so social and in an environment where...
I think every chef needs like, not a gap year, but I think you need like an extended period off for a while.
Yeah.
At some stage.
Yeah, and it really reset
or you will go fucking mental.
Yeah. So then did the pruning. It got to the point that if I knew it was going to be a really bad day, I'd like roll a joint, take it with me, start work, get about halfway down the first row, quickly smoke a joint, and then carry on the day. And that definitely made it way more tolerable, you know. I guess it was boring and mundane anyway, but when I was stoned, I'd be listening to a podcast or whatever, and I'd just zone out. It got to the stage that when you've done
autopilot.
Yeah, real flow state, just not even thinking about what you're doing, and you just sort of clip through it, and then you go, oh right, it's home time, you know. Then went from there to working at Vintage, and the Vintage was fun, man. Like I got in at this winery.
That'd be similar to working in a kitchen though, kind of thing. Like you're going to hell together.
Yeah. I got there before Vintage started, so that I was just one less person that they needed to train up during Vintage, and that I could actually be showing some people what to do. Only ever basic things, never any of the more complicated things. I was doing transfers, additions, dispatches. And then when Vintage came around, I was press boy. So the grapes come in, if it's white grapes and they're not getting any special treatment like skin on or skin contact and being left for a couple of days, it basically gets crushed, destemmed, and then dumped into this huge, I want to say it was a 50-ton bag press, and there was 3 of them on this winery, and it was just me. Like
bag press is when they do it with actual bags in it, and that filters it.
No, so it's imagine like a big beer keg, right? And in the inside of it, there's this giant airbag that can be filled up, and then that's attached to one side of it. On the other side, there's this screen that then gets rid of the skins and the seeds and any other small bits of stick or whatever. And it gets dumped into this chamber. It gets sealed up. It's all this huge pneumatic machine. And it does a couple of spins just to sort of start breaking apart the grapes. Juice starts coming out, and then when you start the cycle, this bag inflates and pushes everything up against this mesh, I guess. And
I really got to get a winemaker on.
Yeah, I've got some friends that do it.
I really want to get a winemaker on. They're fucking lunatics.
You should get Sam Dunleavy from Berg Herring Wines. I worked with him when I did this vintage. He works the winery's Belvedere Wines down in Langhorne Creek. It's a
Belvedere.
Yeah. It's a big contract winery. They've got some great clients though. You know, like Berg Herring process there, Dandelion process some of their things. Riesling freak John Hughes, he processes there. He's like one of the goats of Riesling, man. This guy he just makes Riesling, makes 12 different types of Riesling, is super into food. He was on MasterChef as well.
Oh, really?
So like, yeah, when I met this guy, like we just got on straight away, just both having that like affinity with food. And
how do you feel about the shows like MasterChef? I used to get really dirty on them when I was younger.
Yeah, I think I was the same, and now I'm like, man,
now I don't give a fuck.
If it's making it more accessible to everyone, and you see some of these people that are like on MasterChef amateurs,
it's hilarious,
and you're like, there's no way you're a fucking amateur.
Dude,
how do you know this stuff?
Like
but then you see them do something really like that wouldn't fly in a kitchen. You're like, oh, okay, you are an amateur. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but just like, I don't know, they'll put up this incredible dish that you're like, fuck man, that must have taken like
in saying that they do have like 2 or 3 hours to create one dish. Like at the end of the and if you got like any sort of like, my missus is a fucking good cook. She is a weapon of a cook. If I give her like 3 hours to cook me, and the only difference between them is they learn how to plate. You can see their plating progression get better and better. Because if you, like anything, you practice it, like you're gonna get better at it. But if I gave my missus 3 hours to make me one dish, it would be a fucking ripper. It'd be restaurant quality food.
No, I used to like really be dark on them and be like, the only one that I actually really always have liked was the Australian MasterChef.
Oh, I used to love the UK one. I used to love the format of the UK one. That's the first one I started watching.
I hate the English.
Just a little bit closer to the mic. Sorry.
I hate the English amateur one, but the English professional one.
The English professional one's really good.
But that's like, it's like
all my
Great
favorite
British Menu as well.
Great British Menu was fucking so
insane,
good,
man. But that's because these are like starred chefs.
Oh, what a flashback from the past. I forgot about how good that show was.
And it's still going now, man. Like,
is it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Is it a bit shitter now? Because generally shows get shitter with time.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because I remember...
I think when we would have watched it, it also had this allure of we don't know what's going on in these restaurants.
Yeah, and it seemed a lot more like excellent.
Yeah, whereas especially with shows like Chef's Table? Is it sort of people are like, oh yeah, you know the sort of environment that this is coming from, whereas before there was like this mystique of, I don't know where.
What's your favourite Chef's Table episode?
Probably Massimo Bottura.
Massimo,
He's always
that is a fucking really good episode.
Yeah, and how he saved the Parmesan and
I fucking love the one with is it Alinea?
Oh, with Grant Atcher.
Yeah. That guy's just a weird specimen of a fucking chef.
And how he
more of a scientist than a chef.
Lost his taste because he had mouth cancer.
Yeah, for like 2 years or something, he couldn't taste.
And then he dumped loads of sugar in his coffee, and then one day he was like, "Oh, that's too sweet," and ditched it and was like, "Hang on a fucking second, that's too sweet." Yeah, and then from there to continue building that palate back up, and then have maintain a 3 Michelin star restaurant.
I love that. Yeah, I love that quote. There's not. It's not really a quote, but there's a part in that episode where his sous chef creates a dish. I don't know if it was the edible balloon, like the air.
Yeah.
He invented a dish, and what was his name? The head chef?
Grant Atcher.
Yeah, Grant was saying, because one day he was because he used to work at French Laundry.
Mm-hmm.
Is it French Laundry? Yeah, French Laundry. Yeah. And is it French Laundry or French Pantry? French Laundry.
French Laundry.
He used to work there, and he created a dish. And the head chef there was saying to him...
Something Keller.
Thomas Keller. Yeah. He was saying that once you put this dish on the menu, it's not a Grant dish. It's a French Laundry dish from now on. Like, you understand that.
Okay, so he didn't?
No. So he did it. But that's forever now a French Laundry dish. It's not a Grant dish.
Yeah.
And it came a time when at Alinea, his sous chef created a dish, and he said the same thing to him. And I was like, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, that's got to be wild being in that environment when they're like, look, like... To have your head chef be this chef with these accolades
and really this proud of you that they want to put your dish on the menu,
but then they're also saying, like, if you don't want to do this because this can be yours, it's almost like you've got so much respect for both sides, because one of them is like saying, look, this could be wildly successful for us.
Food's weird though, because you have to strike while it's hot. You can't sit on things with cooking because trends change so much.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? 4 years ago, everyone opened up burger shops. Like, or 5
years ago.
Yeah,
they're all hip-hop inspired.
Hip-hop inspired, and they're all smash burgers and shit. Yeah. And they all, like, stack fucking 12 patties on there, and it's just not for me. Like, I'm not into that kind of food.
No, if I have a burger, man, I just want, like, cheese.
I want a cheeseburger.
Yeah. Maybe some pickled jalapenos.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like, just a classic cheeseburger.
And I don't want to see, like, Biggie Smalls on a wall again. Like,
no. I like what Burger Tech do.
Burger Tech's good.
When you go there and they've got the
game machines and stuff.
They've got Super Nintendos in there to play while you...
That is cool. Chuckwagon used to be really good. I don't know if they're still kicking on.
No idea.
They're in North Adelaide. They're good. They were, I think they were one of the originals to do, like, American-style burgers.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Well, while we're on the topic of takeaways, we got to give a shout-out to Red Rooster, man.
Oh, how good. How good.
The traffic that day, man, was awful. I looked on my phone and it was like, it should take you 45 minutes to get there. So I was like, fuck, an hour and a half round trip to go get some chicken.
Was it worth it?
It was so fucking... I didn't realise that it was...
I told you.
Big bits of chicken.
I told you,
I thought it was going to be like...
No, it's actual... It's not KFC.
No, so I got 12 of them. I spent like $45 there.
It's pretty cheap too.
Yeah. And when they gave me 2 bags, I was like,
"Did you get the hot honey one?"
Yeah. Even 2 days later, just heated up in the microwave.
Crispy still.
It's still so good.
But you didn't get the potato and gravy.
No,
I'm telling you, their potato and gravy is like KFC would not be in business if they open up another 4 of those.
So why are they just there?
They used to be down here.
What
so
happened?
You know, on Beach Road,
where
Hungry Jack's is, near Colonnades. There used to be a Red Rooster there. Oh. Yeah, but no one used to... Who the fuck used to eat a Red Rooster?
They're cheesy chicken nuggets, man.
Yeah, but no one used to eat at fucking Red Rooster. And then one day we were stoned and I was on the Uber and I was like, Red Rooster do fried fucking chicken. And we got it, like the original one. And I got like 6 of the Frank's Red Hot one they do as well. And I remember taking the first bite, I was like... Oh my god! I was like, oh my god! Like, what the fuck? And it takes 45 minutes for Uber to even deliver it here.
Yeah.
So I haven't even eaten it like hot and fresh before, and it's still crispy.
That's a committed Uber driver as well, especially if you're based up that way.
I am paying that $15 fucking delivery fee.
Yeah, man. Like,
every day of the week, because it's night and fucking day over KFC.
Oh, shit's all over it.
KFC's fucking horrible.
I fuck with the Wicked Wings. I get behind a Wicked Wing.
They used to be
so
bigger
often.
though, I swear.
Yeah? Okay.
The Wicked Wings used to be bigger. I remember you get a breast at KFC. It's like a quail. It's like, what the fuck? And I only eat the legs, and they never give me the fucking legs.
Yeah, what's with that? And it's always with the fucking rib cage and shit attached.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want...
And where it's breaded, you're like, where does bones? And you start chewing it, you're like, nah, that's definitely bone.
And the chips are always fucking cold.
Yeah.
I don't know, but when you get hot KFC chips with heaps of salt on them, it's game changer.
Where's the best chips then? Obviously, apart from Champion Takeaway. Big up.
Like, we're talking like fast food chips?
Yeah.
Are they all at their best?
When you get there,
they're all at their best.
Yeah. Fresh fried for you, the right amount of salt that you like.
KFC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you got it. McDonald's is so hard to beat.
Yeah, I like Hungry Jacks, man.
Yeah, dude.
Fresh Hungry Jacks.
Honestly,
they're thicker.
I haven't eaten Hungry Jacks in ages because I've fucking I don't know. I've just never been a Hungry Jacks kind of guy. Yeah. But I passed by not too long ago and I was like, "Fuck, I want some chips." So I went and got
Jack's
a chips.
fried chicken burgers, man.
Good.
Yeah, because it's not that like processed. It's like it's fibrous.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm not a hell big burger dude. But even Bow's, like the other day when I ate that Bow, I was like, I'm gonna hate it. I don't want to hate it. Because people, like, you get a Bow from, like, a dingy fucking place, and it's just a bun covered in fucking hoisin sauce. And it just has that strong fucking hoisin flavour.
Yeah. I like Bow's because...
Yours is like a fucking burger. Yours is massive.
Yeah. So when I wish I could say we made them. We don't. We get them in from a supplier, but they're... I don't know, it's got... I think it's Chinese on the packet. So the way I see it is like...
It's authentic. It's better than you can make it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not, but with the equipment and the space and everything that we've got, it's like there's no chance that I could be making those as well.
Bows are steamed as well, aren't they? They're not baked.
No, they're steamed. I think that Bows and tacos are the best vessels for getting filling into your mouth.
I did go down a massive see, I have with my food, I go through a stage where I'll get obsessed with a particular culture's dish, and I'll just keep making it until I can make it as authentic. Like, my missus fucking hates it because I will source ingredients.
This is the 14th time we've had dal this week.
No. I will not rest until I get every ingredient that's authentic to the traditional recipe.
Oh, like, okay.
I don't care if I have to fucking import it.
You order a shipping container because that's the smallest load.
I will import one fucking piece of citrus from Malaysia if I have to. Yeah. But at the moment, I'm going through this. I went through a massive Mexican phase.
Yeah.
Where I wanted to create the perfect like asada taco, like the steak taco.
Yeah.
And fucking hell, I got it down to a science. But now I've gone through this Filipino phase.
Okay.
Where I really want to make sisig. Have you ever seen sisig?
No, what's sisig?
Bro. It's a chef. That's a chef dish if you've ever heard one.
Okay.
It's fucking a whole pig's head boned out. So cheeks, ears, snout, which is all fat.
Yeah.
So it's real fatty, fucking cartilagey meat. You boil it with like vinegar and citrus and some herbs and spices for ages, so it goes real gelatinous and soft. Chop it up. I'm probably butchering it, but fuck you. I don't think I have many Filipino listeners.
There's going to be outrage.
So from what I understand, you boil it, simmer it, chuck it, take it out, chop it into chunks, then you char grill it.
Oh.
Till it goes fucking real, like, delicious, caramelized. Yeah. Chop it up heaps fine into, like, nice little dices. Then you mix it with raw onion, chilies, citrus, calamansi, I think Filipinos use, but we don't have that, so just lime juice.
Calamansi is so good, man.
Is it? I've never tried it. Is it like a mixture of like a orange and I imagine it would be like more of a citrusy kind of lime?
It's somewhere between like a lime, lemon, and yuzu.
Oh, right.
It's really
so it's
fruity
in that,
and floral. It's not just...
So lime would be a good substitute?
Yeah, but I personally would just use a blend of like
lime and grapefruity kind of thing.
Yeah, that's probably a really
Because that's
good,
what kind of
it's
how
got
you
that,
get like yuzu-y
hardcore
flavour.
bitterness as well. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So you put that raw onion. I'm not sure if they use coriander or not, but I would put coriander because I'm a slut for coriander. And then chilies and heaps of lime. But then you char grilled chicken livers as well, and you mix them through so it goes like a bit creamy.
Jesus.
And then you put it on a sizzling skillet with a raw egg, crack a raw egg on it.
And like, and you just eat that, or is there
you would need rice. You would need. It's fucking. It's fucking.
You have a heart
so
attack
fatty.
after 5
it's
bites.
so fatty, but fuck, that's my kind of shit.
Yeah, that sounds fucking dope, man. I love
any kind of Southeast Asian kind of any sort of Asian, but especially
any high
Southeast
fat
Asia
dish for me. Like
it's a chef dish.
Yeah, without a doubt. Like, it sounds like a Southeast Asian. Is it brawn? You had brawn?
No.
It's pig's head terrine.
Yum.
So it's same sort of concept. You braise it.
I love that gelatinous. I love that
European
gelatinous texture that puts a lot of people off. Like I love
amazing, man.
And I love pig's ears. That's one of my favorite parts of the pig. But that's because I love cartilage as well.
Yeah. Like crunch that you're like, oh, why is it this crunchy? But then when you get over that, it's just like.
So we at Jolly's we used to do a pork terrine. Then we'd braise the ears, sheet them so they're flat, wait them overnight, slice them heaps fine, then deep fry them.
Yeah, like chicharrones.
Like, honestly, the nicest snack you could. The best thing that people don't understand about working in a kitchen is when you have like one element of a dish and you only get like a spoonful of it, and it's delicious. We have like unlimited supply of it in the kitchen, so you get sick of it. I remember in Sydney, we opened truffle season for Canberra, so we got donated like tens of thousands of dollars worth of truffles.
Jeez.
The whole week's menu was like all truffle inspired the whole week, and it got to the point where I was getting truffles, taking a bite out of them, and being like, I'm so sick of truffle, and I'd just throw them out. Like, we had that many truffles. We didn't know what to fucking do with them. I was like eating them like apples. I was like, I wonder what this tastes like. Like, you just take them
so strong. You're like,
and it's horrible. It tastes kind of like soap if you eat too
and
much.
like perfume.
Yeah, I'm not a massive truffle guy. It has its place for sure in cooking.
Yeah, I really like it, but I feel like it just gets overdone.
Oh,
so
fuck
much.
yeah. When you see people like hammering like half a truffle on a pasta, it's like, wow. That pasta dish you did the other day with the ravioli with the egg yolk.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect with 2 or 3 pieces of truffle.
Yeah.
Like just literally 2 or 3 pieces. Yeah. That's a perfect dish.
It would have been awesome to be like, I don't know if it's easily available through any of the suppliers we have, but I really want to get hold of some white truffle. I feel like there is a massive difference. When I worked in London, we had this.
See, the produce in England and Australia, I see Australians' meat probably is nicer, I'd imagine. But
yeah, unless
England has great
yeah, but
produce.
we were going to like the places that I was working at. We were always going to like heritage breeders and
I was going to say there's a lot of micro farms there that do some really cool
whereas
shit in the
just
UK.
Like the standard, what you get in the supermarket, unless you're going to a premium supermarket, out here in Australia is definitely better. Especially the beef. The beef is like
beef in Australia.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's really easy to get really good.
One thing is really weird. Besides, I think there's the company called Nomad Farms that are doing real cool stuff with chicken at the moment.
Yeah,
they're like actually free, because when people see free range chicken, the legality of being able to call it a free range chicken isn't as free range as you like think. Like they're not all running around on a field. And
no, it's there's
they're like
5 in a shed instead of
like
10,
they're definitely better quality of life. So if you can buy a free range, you definitely should.
Yeah,
but that Nomad Farms is like legit.
Yeah, they're
free range.
Biodynamic, pasture raised,
and they're not bleached.
Yeah.
So chickens in Australia, for people who don't know, they're that white because they're fucking bleached.
And I couldn't believe the size of the chicken breasts in the soup. They look like fucking turkey breasts.
Yeah,
they're like the most. Because
when you go to like Greece or the UK or somewhere, a lot of their chicken is yellow. Yeah. Because it's corn fed.
Yeah.
And it takes on the tinge of the corn.
Yeah.
And they're small. Like they're not small, but they're lean. Yeah. And they're fucking delicious. Yeah. I don't like chicken. After the fish, like I used to eat chicken every day when I was a kid, so it's my least to go. I would never get excited about eating chicken.
Yeah.
To me, it's bland.
Yeah.
But when I went over to Greece the first time when I was a kid, and we went to a family's house and they cooked us up a barbecue, just meat on, like chicken on a skewer, like cut into 8, skewered up over charcoal. The chicken was bright fucking yellow, and I was like, that's so weird. Why is it yellow? And then I tried it, and I was like, oh, you can't. It's not even the same fucking animal.
No.
As to what we get in Australia, and that Nomads Farms is doing really cool shit.
Yeah, and like the game that you can get in the UK.
Yeah, you get
so
a lot of squab and a lot of quail.
Yeah, man, I fucking love quail, man. Little pan roasted quail.
Quail's nice. Yeah, I like quail over the charcoal. Quail's fucking delicious.
Yeah.
Pigeon. We eat
Pigeon's
pigeon.
delicious as well, man. Like pigeon pies, fucking yeah, it's really good. And it's funny when you like get meat in from a supplier and like it's all got the warning on it that there might be buckshot in it from where it's been shot, and you're like, well, that's
part of the experience.
Yeah,
you lose a tooth.
I think that it's pretty sustainably done, at least from the suppliers that the places that I've worked at have always been getting their meats. Is where it has been fine dining, higher end restaurants, is there is this almost prerequisite that when you go to restaurants like that, they're getting in these heritage breeds from people that either know where they live freely and that's where they go and hunt them, or on these cool biodynamic, pasture raised, not monocrop agriculture settings where it's happier animals, therefore giving you a better quality meat. You know, I think that there's not really, I don't know how much it's required that we do have this huge farming system where it's like millions of kilos of beef is produced a year, and it's like, well, why? Surely there's a way where we can. I don't think that like we should stop eating meat, but I definitely don't think it needs to be like a 7-day-a-week thing.
I feel like if you can't handle the fact that an animal's dying, you shouldn't eat it.
Yeah.
Because so many people are so fucking disconnected to the fact about like because I like hunting.
Yeah.
I've got my gun license. Like we go out, we'll hunt, but whatever we shoot, we eat. We're mostly rabbits.
I think that's the best way to do it.
But fucking then you get people who get upset about it. But then they'll go to the supermarket and buy not even a free range. They'll buy a fucking chicken.
Yeah.
And they'll buy a pack of chicken, 2 kilos of chicken, and it'll have 7 different animals in that chicken.
Yeah.
Like, or they'll get a pack of mincemeat and it'll have 15 different fucking cows in that one packet.
Yeah.
And like different assortments of bits and bobs. But because it's in a factory and it's being hidden.
The dissociation between like the food that is available in the supermarket and how it gets there, I think is so fucked up, man.
Oh, it's crazy. Go watch a documentary. What's that? There's a horrific one. I haven't seen it yet, but a lot of people that watch it go vegan or veggie for like
Cowspiracy.
Is it Cowspiracy?
Yeah.
There's a doco that was going around years ago.
Yeah.
And it was pretty fucking confronting.
Yeah, man, because it's pretty fucked up.
Is there one about is that about dairy industry?
I think so, yeah. I haven't seen... I've seen Seaspiracy. That came out a few years ago.
Yeah,
and that's about the seafood trade and tuna.
Yeah,
and how it's like dolphin... It's so fun. They're the company that do like dolphin assured on like John West tins of tuna and stuff. They're interviewing this guy and he's like, no dolphins were harmed in the netting of these tuna. And that's not true because they're a bycatch, you know, and then they let them go, but they're fucked up from being picked up in these nets and whatever. And the interviewer's like, so can you like guarantee that no dolphins were harmed? And he's like, oh yeah, well, not really, no, sort of. And it's just sort of like skirting around it. And it's like, but you're saying that it's like dolphin friendly. He's like, yeah, well that's what it says. You know?
If you had to choose, would you give up meat or fish?
In this ideal scenario, I've got access to the best of both.
Yeah. You can eat whatever you want, but you either have to give up animal products, or not animal products, animal flesh, or fish.
Land meat or sea meat.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. I'd probably give up land meat.
Yeah.
I'd just survive on scallops. If in this world where I can just eat whatever.
Is that your thing, scallop?
I'd suck a dick for a lifetime supply of scallops. Probably for less scallops than that.
I'm wondering what I fucking can smash like 6 dozen fresh oysters.
Oh yeah, I love fresh oysters so much as well.
But I wouldn't say
Prawns
that's
as
my.
well.
See, I'm like a slut for like a yabby or a marron or
Yeah, okay.
anything with a tail with delicious meat.
Moreton Bay bugs are
Moreton Bay bugs like that. See that's I'm a crusty boy. I like.
Are they the ones
crustaceans.
that look a bit like Moreton Bays? They look a bit like horseshoe crabs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, have you tried spanner crab?
Yeah.
Real ugly
Yeah.
crab. Oh my god, dude! I remember I went up to Harvey Bay maybe 2 years ago in Queensland. Have you been up to northern like Sunshine Coastway?
I've
oh
not
my
done much
god,
travelling since
dude!
being here.
They just got king crabs everywhere. They're just so cheap
Oh,
because there's
really?
so many, and there's mud crabs. Sorry, and they're so
Mud
nice,
crabs,
dude.
next level.
It's crazy. But yeah, I reckon I'd have to give up meat. I don't know.
Yeah, it would be. It would be.
You can't
it
eat
be,
A5 Wagyu every fucking day, you know. You
and
can't.
expect to live longer than 5 years.
Yeah, you can't. You can't be eating like Wagyu every day.
And cured meat. I think that would be the hardest part.
Cured
is
meat would
cured
fucking
meat.
suck to not have
Like-
like a nice prosciutto or just anything
Copa
cured.
for me, copper or capricola as people call it.
I've
is-
been getting real into pastrami lately.
Yeah, okay.
I've been seeing those Americans with their delis.
Making Reubens and
Yeah,
shit.
fuck, bro. And they put like 2.5 kilos of hot pastrami on it, and it's
Yeah.
like just juicy as fuck. Americans don't know how to do much, but fuck, they can cook.
They can
meat,
make a
bro.
sandwich, man.
They can cook meat.
Yeah,
They, like-
especially like the Texan barbecue
Oh,
stuff.
See-
When you see them like brushing on sauce
With
with
a
a mop.
I'm pretty sure. See, I'm
Oh,
pretty
man.
sure. I got a Traeger here, those pellet grills.
Yeah.
Because I got obsessed with like American barbecue.
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure when they like mop it with a vinegar-based like hot sauce,
Mm-hmm.
and it's usually a pig, and they got it in half, and I'm pretty sure that's Louisiana style
Yeah,
barbecue.
Okay.
Fuck, that looks to die for. Like
Oh.
literally, the pig is in half, like butterflied, and when they pull it, they can just do it in. It's that soft. They just go like that, and the meat just pulls itself. It's fucked.
Whisk up some meat with your
Takes like
hands.
2 fucking days to cook.
Yeah.
It's just oh my god.
Yeah, no, that's. I don't know if I've ever had like.
No, not if you've never been to America. You've
Yeah,
never had.
and
You know,
that's-
that's one of those things. Like, whenever I go to a low and slow restaurant, I'm always disappointed.
Yeah.
Because it's not, you know, when you have a dish in your head and you know how it's meant to taste. You've never tried
Yeah,
it.
and I think that maybe that's something that's sort of more unique to us as chefs. Is
Yeah.
as you develop this understanding of flavors, is
Like
you'll
you-
see what goes into it, and you'll
You
go,
know.
oh, okay,
And but
it's-
then when something surpasses that, that's when you're like,
that's
oh.
the best, man.
But
That's the best.
it gives me goosebumps thinking about it. Like when you just visualize a dish and you just can't wait to try this dish, and then you go and then it's better, or it's not how you thought it was going to taste because you didn't even think it could taste like that.
Yeah. I remember the first the first time that really happened to me, that I was just like, oh my god, I can't like I was almost reduced to tears. It was eating at Icky Jimmy. It was a restaurant in Melbourne that's now closed because of COVID, but it was part of Shannon Bennett's restaurant, so Voudemont and everything like that. And he opened this restaurant. I went there maybe after it had been open for about 6 months. So it had no accolades yet. And as part of we did a tasting menu. As part of the amuse, there was this little poached prawn with some finger lime and native herbs on it. And I was like, I like prawns. This is going to be yum, you know? And I can't put into words how incredible this thing tasted. It was just like, it hit every tasting note that you could have wanted. This was the best meal of my life was in this place. I feel like the head chef had known me for 10 years and wrote a menu just for me.
Yeah,
you know?
it was fucking. I remember the first time. So I was like 18, I think, and I was qualified chef at 18, and I saved up a heap of money, and I went to Melbourne to just eat for like 4 days. I booked in at all these fucking restaurants, and I was just going to go, and I was going to eat every single fucking dish on their menu, kind of thing. And I went to, the first one up was Movida Equi.
Okay, yeah.
So Movida's like, I think they got 3 of them in
Yeah, it's a
Melbourne.
restaurant group.
Yeah, they got 3 of them. Equi's like Spanish tapa. They're all Spanish and tapa orientated, but this was one of their newer ones.
Yeah.
And the first dish I got was a can of anchovies, and I'd never had
Were they Ortiz or were
They were Ortiz, but they were
are they the ones that we use?
I think they were Ortiz.
ORTIZ.
TRZ.
Yeah.
And they're yellow can, maybe?
Yellow, red, and blue branding.
So I got a can.
Yeah, they're fucking good, man.
Bro. I was like, $28 for fucking anchovies. And I was like, done. So that was the first bite, and they serve it with like nice, just fucking sourdough bread.
Yeah.
With probably not even fucking olive oil on it.
But a wedge of lemon.
Yeah, and I remember trying it, and I was like, there is no way that tastes like that. Like, that's just that's the nicest thing ever.
That's not anchovy.
That's fucked up my whole trip, because nothing's going to be better than that. And then I remember me and my missus, and then I ate at Attica that weekend too. No, I didn't. I think I did.
Is that birds on the roof?
Yeah, there's birds on the roof. I was just thinking, I think I ate at Attica as well. But anyway, fast forward a couple years, me and my missus went for, I believe it was one of our anniversaries, we went to this restaurant called Ishizuka in Melbourne. I think it's got 2 hats. It's impossible to find. You can't find it.
Is it just like down some little
It's down a fucking alley in a apartment block on the basement floor. So, and you need to buzz in to even get... It's a fucking headache to find. It's a little 10-seater restaurant.
But that's so cool.
Dude, you go into this fucking thing. When you finish, look it up. It's amazing. You go into this basement, and it's built inside a lantern. So they built a lantern in the basement of this apartment block. And you have to go into this lantern, and there's this 10-seater beautiful izakaya with like the tables, like the kitchen's right there. Yeah. So that, and fuck, that was the nicest meal I've almost ever had. It was, I think, 15 courses. It was... Was
it omakase style?
Omakase style, fucking beautiful. And they had like A5 Wagyu, and it was the nicest food ever. But then we went and got a $15 bowl of fucking ramen the next day.
Way better?
Shit the fucking bed with it. Bro. Oh, this I've never had. And then that started my obsession with Japan and ramen.
Okay, yeah.
So now we're going to fucking Japan, and I'm going to eat every single bowl of ramen.
Yeah, man. I love ramen. For me,
it's the greatest soup of all time. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It is the greatest soup of all time.
Without a doubt. My, favorite dish is okonomiyaki.
Oh, yeah, the
Japanese
pancakes.
Oh, man, they're fucking...
So we're going to Osaka, which I'm pretty sure is famous for okonomiyaki.
Okonomiyaki comes from. Yeah. They're just fucking next level, man. Just a whole different... And that's, again, one of those things that you're like, I can't believe this tastes like this. There was a little Japanese joint.
Dude, they cut a piece of fish, and you can cut the same piece of fish, and it won't taste the same.
Maybe it's in the cure.
It's
cure it briefly with some MSG or something.
Oh, dude, it's on it like they go to the extent of like those sushi masters, like the sharpness of the fucking blade. It comes.
You look
down
at it
to
and
that.
it cuts you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild. Some of how clinically obsessed Japanese people are.
That's just
many
because
of
they're so in tune with their culture, and they're so big with tradition, which Western countries aren't. If in Japan, I assume it's still the same. Like, if your dad does something, there's a 98% fucking chance you're going to be doing that thing. Yeah. And they follow that tradition a lot. So they got restaurants there that have been open for fucking 300 years. It's insane. Like,
and
4,
all they do
5,
is just make
6
mochi.
Senjen, and they haven't changed the recipe.
Yeah.
And they haven't brought in machinery. They're still doing it with a stone and a pole to pound the mochi.
Because I think it would probably be different if you're brought up in that environment, but I can't think of a worse expression of me being a chef.
Imagine your dad being Jiro, and you have to be better than him. You're never going to be better.
Or if it's like with the mochi, if all they do is make mochi, imagine just going in and all you do all day is just pound rice.
But they don't see it as that. They see it as probably as upholding a tradition.
Yeah,
their family's legacy.
And let's learn to pound this rice the best way that we can do it.
It probably takes a lot of stress out of life too, because there's none of that, I'm going to figure out what I need to do. It's like, no, you're going to do this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, maybe we do. Need more of that.
A lot of
forced marriages.
A lot of that. Yeah, let's force marriages.
Force marriages and work. Done.
Yeah, but it's hard because they're fucking pretty. Apparently, I'm so excited to go to Tokyo and drink with fucking Japanese businessmen.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I want to meet a Yakuza member too.
Oh, I'm sure that they just broadcast that. They're just like, oh,
I'm just
nice
going to walk around with the tiniest shorts because with my tattoos hanging out everywhere, and hopefully I catch see someone kind of.
Oh yeah, because you're not even allowed to go into certain places.
Yeah,
with
no
your tattoos out.
spas.
Yeah,
No spas. No, I forgot what they're called, but traditional, like Japanese, hotels. Like they got a specific name, but they're traditional Japanese hotels. You're not allowed to stay there.
Okay.
You are allowed to, but you have to cover your tattoos. Okay. Which I think is fair.
Yeah. Respect the culture of the land that you're in and everything.
Beaches, apparently some beaches you're not allowed to go to.
Oh wow.
Which is fine. I'm not going to Japan to see a beach. I live in Australia.
You live on the you live on the mid-coast.
I don't want to fucking go see one of their. I'm sure our beaches are nicer than Japan's.
Yeah.
But I'm fucking excited for the food. The yakitori mostly, actually.
Yeah. Oh, how good are skewers, man? Anything cooked on a hibachi as well. It's just like
best yakitori in Adelaide is Show. They don't have much competition, unfortunately.
Maybe that could be it.
Oh, go away.
That was a very satisfying noise to hear. Maybe that's what you should start doing at work. Start doing yakitori.
I do. I got like a million skewers in my house. I went through the yakitori phase where I fucking used to just break down chickens at home and like at the shop. Whenever I'd get spare chickens, I'd just break them down and learn how to cut.
Like, because they're
do you have
smaller cuts? Hey.
I've got a book inside. I'll loan you.
Yeah.
It's called Charcoal and Chicken.
Oh, sick.
It's by this chef. I forget his name, but he owns a yakitori spot in London called Yardbird, I believe it is.
Oh, I've heard of Yardbird.
It's one of the best yakitori spots outside of Japan in the world, probably the best. And he's got a book, and it's not for people who aren't chefs.
Yeah. Like Isn't it that they get like 30-something cuts from
insane.
a chicken?
It's insane. But it's insane because you don't realise chickens have those cuts.
No.
Because you're just used to
you see it as a
Westerners
whole thigh piece
thigh,
instead of like
breast, wing, that's it.
Yeah,
and
instead of when you look at a thigh and like you see each of that,
they got cuts for belly, like a belly, but then you get it and it's like it's a piece of really fatty meat. It's got a huge chunk of fat and it's tender. It's a fucking belly piece.
I think the belly of 99. I can't think of anything that the belly of it isn't one
most
of the
underrated belly of all time, the lamb belly.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, man. We used to, the first place I worked, I was introduced
fucking
to
confit or fucking so
we would
belly.
Lay it out, like lemon, thyme, a little bit of orange juice, a spice mix with like star anise, some juniper berries, salt, black pepper.
Yum.
Sprinkle that in there, and then we would roll them up, tie them, ballantine them in cling film.
Yum.
And then pierce them so that it just like held the shape, but we pierced them and then braised them in a master stock. And then we'd pull them out, chill them, cut them into like inch thick like patties.
Medallions, yeah.
And we'd pan fry them and it would be 3 of those on a plate with the garnish and stuff. But man, the first and this is another prime example of the chefs always eat the best, is the ends.
Yeah, bro.
Always,
the off-cuts.
And whenever we had Wellington on the menu, the offcuts, so that it stands.
The access of shit you get to just gorge in
just snack on.
Is pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But I remember, we used to do a lamb belly dish. We used to make like a lamb belly pancetta because we used to do in-house curing at Jolly's.
Yeah.
So we used to make a pancetta, and we also used to confit it in duck fat and herbs. And then,
2 different dishes, or you'd confit
No, different dishes. Okay. Different dishes. So then we get because we'd get in whole carcasses every day. So
wicked.
Yeah, the Jollies was only whole carcasses, whole fish.
Sick.
Breaking down everything. It was fucking stressful.
Was it a big operation? Was it like a big restaurant?
It's like 10 or 12 of us on a busy.
Okay.
But the facility there was fucking immaculate.
Okay.
Like he had a full breakdown station, 3 different fridges. Upstairs was for charcuterie and all that. Mm-hmm. It was fucking insane. But yeah, so we used to get the lamb.
What happened to it?
Oh, it's still gone.
Where is
Tony
it?
Is River Torrens.
I have no idea where that is.
Look, Jolly's, it's always been phenomenal. Tony Carroll, who was the head chef there, I believe, doesn't own it anymore, but apparently it's just as good. Mm-hmm. I think they had a couple hats while I was working there.
Yeah.
Tony's moved to Fish Bank now, and
Fish Bank's awesome. Man.
So
really.
I heard horrible things about Fish Bank, but then I heard Tony took it over, and I was like, I need to go because if he will taste a salad before it goes out. You're not allowed to send anything out unless he is like, let's do it.
That's awesome. And that's like how you can maintain that
seasoning in his dishes. It sounds weird, but like just the seasoning is what sets him apart from other chefs, because everything does not need a drop of salt, and it's just got almost too much, so it's nice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That like, perfect level where it makes you start to salivate, and then that's
it's fucking perfect. And he loves he loves really punchy citrus flavors as well. So he's salty with his fucking sour. It's just perfect. And he has a real hard on for Asian food.
Yeah, sick.
But he's phenomenal. But I heard he took over Fishbank, and fuck, that was the best meal I've had in South Australia ever.
In Fishbank?
Ever.
When did he take over then?
Fuck knows. Maybe I'd be lying. 2 years ago, 3 years, because it never used to be that popular.
Okay, so I must have been there since he took over.
When did you go? I went maybe a year and a bit ago. So it would be. I imagine it would have been him, because
we went because I had to go and get my medical and things done in the city.
They had this fucking cockle
about this
dish.
time 2 years ago. They had a lobster on the specials board. And Jackie had never had lobster. And I think, like, lobsters...
Overrated. Crab's nicer.
Way
Crab's nicer.
And the price that you pay in restaurants is, like, obnoxiously high. Especially when you work in restaurants and you see how much you're buying it for. You're like, fuck, man. Like, and obviously, you've got the rule of thumb is times everything by 3.5 and whatever you've got costs to cover. But just knowing that, like, if you work in a restaurant, a lot of places are like, oh, if you just want to pay cost for this, that's fine. And then I can take that lobster home and cook it exactly how I want to cook it. It's like, I'd much rather do that, you know?
And I fucking hate cold lobster. Everyone's always serving it cold and shit.
Man?
I like hot fucking lobster, or crayfish, sorry. But they got a lot of good dishes at that fucking fish bank, but they cure their own mackerel.
Yeah, mackerel's
so they do
a bit like what Josh Nyland's doing.
Yes. Yeah. They do, like, they cure a lot of their fish and they'll shave it as if it's like a fucking prosciutto.
Tuna prosciutto, yeah.
And it's just phenomenal. It's so nice.
Is it the same? Because my understanding to do things like that is you need to get the fish in Icky Jimmy, which is the sprain spike and
I'm not sure about, but fucking, I'm telling you.
And fresh as,
oh, dude,
and then dry cure.
Tony Carroll, I could have not known he was there and not seen him at the counter.
But
and I could have fucking closed my eyes and tried the food, and I would bet on my fucking life I would know it was his food.
Yeah.
Because the amount of freshness, he's a hard person to work for. He will make you cry, like, a lot. He will get in your face. I don't know if he's changed now. And this is nothing. I applaud him.
Yeah.
He will get in your fucking face and he will scream. But if you fuck up.
Yeah.
If you make 2 mistakes in a day, you are fucking gone. Like, you are out. But as soon as he finished yelling, here's your mate again. Like, he didn't hold the grudge. He didn't pick on you. He didn't look. You know, He didn't look.
Nice that he's not.
He didn't look for you to fuck up again. He would just blast you, and then it was over, and you wouldn't make the mistake again. If you weren't a fucking idiot, you wouldn't do it again.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what makes a great chef.
But that's got to fuck with, like, I feel like I'd be all right in that scenario.
I wouldn't be able to do it now. Now I'd fucking hit someone.
Yeah,
man.
Like, when I look back at, like, some of the, like,
way
shit
people
that's
talk to you
to
and
me
stuff.
When I was younger, I was like, man, I'd just be like, I wouldn't put up with it. I'd either fight them or quit.
Some of the things that happened, like, Austria was the funniest kitchen to work in because it was just a bunch of we were all just a bunch of lads.
Yeah.
Like, there was...
Always
we were
fucking
all
around.
fucking lads. We were all loose. Like, we were all loose units.
Yeah.
But we all got the job done really well.
Yeah.
But fuck, some of the shit that happened I worked a whole shift once. One of the chefs was like, someone brought in a gag bowl, like, for the mouth. And I went up to the chef. I went up to the chef, Jeff, and I was like, "Oi, if I can work a full service with this in, will you give me $50?" Because I was an apprentice. So I
you're
need
like, that's like
fucking
a
money.
fucking week's wage.
It's like that's 3 drinks in a pouch of fucking tobacco.
Yeah.
So I've got this. There's a picture on my Facebook of me on the pizza section with this gag ball in my mouth. Yes, sir.
Was it an open kitchen?
No, you could see into it. Like there was an alcove you could see,
They would
but they
be like-
wouldn't let me pass
If
it.
they're like, who's that? They're just like, it's The Apprentice.
I fucking
and
did
they're
it.
like, what the fuck
I
is going
fucking
on
did
here?
it though. I fucking did it.
Yeah, man, $50 is $50.
$50
Yeah.
is $50.
I have consumed some very questionable fucking things in my career for money.
Yeah.
I remember once we had, I don't want to say where these places are as well, because I'm like, I don't want to fucking get people in shit.
This is normal in the kitchen
Yeah,
too, bro.
yeah. So we were defrosting some beef in the fridge overnight, and had it in the tray, and we put a tea towel underneath it.
Yeah.
And I got paid. I think it was like I got paid $250 or the equivalent of. We took this tea towel, we rang it out, and it was like maybe 150, 200 mils of.
How much did you say? $250?
Yeah,
I'd do it. I'd fucking do it now.
Exactly. If you came to me and was like, drink this strange liquid.
I'd do it now.
$250, man.
Yeah.
And it was lamb, actually.
That makes it harder.
Because the metallic taste and smell to it, man.
That makes it a bit worse.
And I swallowed it, and I was like, nah, I'm all good. And I went, and then it was just like, all I could
Psychological.
taste. Yeah, it was. I got into my head about it, because I was like, oh, that wasn't that bad. And then like I got the smell of it. But $250 is $250.
Yeah,
man.
this bloke Jeff. Jeff was the one in the kitchen that he was the sous chef, but he was a gun. He was a fucking gun, and he still is a gun. Older bloke now, but he's still a fucking weapon on the pans. And he was the one that would fuck with you as an apprentice. He loved fucking with apprentices.
Yeah.
Like, he loved it. He lived for it. You could tell it made his day. Like, he'd come in every day, and if he saw me, he'd fucking be so happy because he knew he could fuck with me, and I wouldn't do anything because it's kind of funny. But, like, he'd do shit like put your fucking tasting spoon in the fryer. So like when you fucking went to go taste something, you'd scold your fucking mouth, or you'd put your tongs on the flame or something for a little bit, and you'd grab them.
Yeah.
But fucking, that's how your hand. That's shit like that. Honestly, is how you build your hands.
Yeah, people like don't realize how.
My missus always says like you are dead on the inside, because like still to this day I can just grab things from like straight from the oven almost.
Yeah,
it fucking hurt, but I can do it.
I don't use tongs on the barbecue. I use
your hands.
my hands.
Yeah,
you know? And a load of people are like, oh my god, I can't believe. I remember I was working at this joint in New Zealand, and we had a reasonably large open part, but it wasn't an open kitchen by any stretch of the imagination, and we were getting, like, we would do fucking 350 cover brunch services in this place.
Horrible.
We'd get, and there was 3 of us on the line.
And
right?
brunch too, the worst.
Yeah,
the worst.
and every docket's got a variation,
The
a
worst
sub.
meal.
Like, it was hectic. But you earn, like, your speed stripes working in places like that to fucking smash out a fast service.
Fucking anything with eggs, I can't do it anymore.
We worked out that in the 2.5 years I worked in this joint that I cooked over 250,000 eggs.
That's
and it's just like, it's just so,
That's so miserable.
Many, man. I would do like 30, and we do them all to order. So I do 30 eggs.
Oh, really?
So like a tray.
You wouldn't pre-poach them or anything?
No, fast and loose, baby. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
So I'd cook 30 eggs at once. I'd pull them all out. Maybe I'd get... This is towards the end of me being there, so I was like the breakfast goat of the place. And I'd pull up the eggs, put them on the pass to the person that's plating, and they'd go, I need more poached eggs. And I'm like, you've got 15 fucking serves of poached eggs there. Where are the people stood? The restaurant's full. It has been full all morning. Are they just like stood in the alleyway, like smashing down these fucking eggs? But then like you drop your tongs, or you couldn't get this last egg out, but it's like floating on the top, and you just like, you reach in and you grab it really quickly, and just by burning and fucking your hands up.
That's how you get used to it. My hands are fucking destroyed. Like, they're just I got the grossest fucking hands.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's handy. Like, I can still feel shit. It's not that like I can't feel that that's a table or that something's hot or whatever.
Fuck,
like,
working in those fucking kitchens was so fun. Sometimes just some shit they do, like you'd be cooking and then randomly walk up and he'd have like like a cube of butter in his finger and he'd like hook it in your mouth. And then I wasn't the fucking brightest kid either, because one day I got my first set of real bad chafe.
Oh,
and it was.
And he told you to go put salt on it?
No, he told me to fucking go put butter on it. And I was like, nah. And then he looked at like the head chef Adam. He's like, yeah, dude, you put butter on it. I was like, okay.
I love that there's like this undisclosed rule that you just agree with whatever you're being asked, just because you know that it might be for a fuck
so
around.
I've gone in the core and like put butter in it, and then I'm like, fuck, I just got done over. As soon as I did it, I was like, that's not right. Like, it helps, but it's not good.
No.
Oh, but yeah, there is that. And what's another one? Did you ever do these ones in your kitchen?
Oh yeah, I fucking hate that. Because then you're like, what? And then I was like, they just no idea. And then these ones as well. These are bad. I still do that one now.
Those ones are the fucking worst. People take
and
them too seriously.
Always like, go on then hit me. I'm like, I'm never doing it to hit you. I'm doing it
it's
to mentally
disrespect.
Yeah, just to be like, got you. Like, that's all.
Oh, I used to gaslight fucking so many cunts. As soon as I got like a little bit of power, I was gaslighting so many. I'd move people's shit into different.
Like, that's where you always put it.
Into different fridges and shit. There was once I tried to pull a fast one. You know when you're like an apprentice and you're being a cheeky cunt. My boss told me this trick one day. When he was an apprentice, he's like, what his lazy trick was, because he worked in one of Adelaide's busiest fucking Italian restaurants, my old head chef back in the day. And in Italian restaurants, you got to cut parsley. So much fucking parsley. And that's the worst job. It's the worst. Because you got to get it so fine and it's just so much. Like, there is so much fucking parsley.
Just 20 bunches
in
a
an
day.
Italian kitchen, there is so much fucking parsley. And he'd cut it and he'd wet the cling wrap and he'd tip the gelati tub upside down so it looked like an even layer of parsley.
Oh, in this tub?
So he'd cut like a quarter or half a gelati of the tub and he'd cover it with cling wrap, but he'd wet it on the bottom. So then he'd tip it upside down so it would stick
like,
to the
we
top.
got a 5 litre full of parsley.
So he'd go to grab it and it would just be fucking dead empty.
I remember when I was an apprentice, I came onto the pastry section after a day off, and we always had a tray of eggs out just for like as you needed them. And then if you were doing a huge batch of ice cream, you'd go and get like a box out of the fridge or whatever. And I just pick up this egg, and I was making a gypsy tart. It's like a Kentish tart. It's made. Oh no, I wasn't doing that. I can't even remember what it was, but it had eggs in it, obviously. And I picked this egg up. I hit it on the side, and it just like shatters in my hand. It's been blown out. You know, where you put the pin prick. This guy on my day off had blown out all 30 of these eggs.
Fucking dog.
In this tray.
Fucking dog.
And I just get a message from him like 5 hours into my shift going, hey mate, I think I left my eggs there. And I was like,
what a cunt.
Dog, man. I love fucking around with people like that
though. But then you get the people in kitchens that do it maliciously to like fuck you over. No. There's some real dirty cunts out there.
Yeah. I've had like trays of mise en place thrown away because I don't know.
And they're just trying to sabotage you just to fuck you over because they're doing such a shit job. They want someone to fucking cover the heat. No,
I think that's what it is. I remember I worked with this guy, the angriest little man ever. And this is when I was an apprentice, didn't know really anything. And I made this tomato soup and the blast chiller was full. I didn't really know the process of like, I was like, everything has to have a lid on it. And then a chef de partie that worked with me at the time was like, nah, put it down there with the lid off and then lid it once it's cool. This is down into the walk-in.
Yeah.
And I was like, sweet, that's SOP. No one's going to moan about that. About 40 minutes later, this angry little sous chef comes up from downstairs with this like 25 litres of tomato soup that we needed for that night. And he was like, right, this is going in the bin. And I'm like, fuck, what, why? He was like, why didn't you put a lid and label on this? And there was a label on the side of the tub that he was carrying closest to him. And then on the lid, I had put it like a jar on top of it with another label on it, you know. And he starts going into me, and man, when you're a little apprentice, you don't fucking say boo
just
to
cop
your shit.
it.
You just, sorry chef. He's like, right, I'm gonna go and put it in the bin. And this CDP that told me to do that was like, you're not doing that, Adam. And just like called him out on it straight away. He's like, you can't speak to me like that. He's like, you can't throw that away. It's just being completely reasonable with this person that's like yelling at him as well, which is definitely winding up this guy even more. He's like, you can't throw it away. We need it for tonight. He's done everything that I've told him to do. If you're going to throw something away, throw away my mise en place, not his. And like at that point, this guy then was like my savior. You know, he's the same chef that I went and met in New Zealand when I moved to New Zealand. He took me under his wing. And it was the first time in the few months that I'd been there that I'd really seen someone go, actually, I'm going to stick up for this kid, instead of just letting all this shit happen, you know? Like, there was an incident where I was told to put my hand in a pot of boiling water and then run it under cold water to teach me the difference between hot and cold, you know? All because some creme anglaise or some custard, I was told by my senior chef, it was on pastry, he said that it was a rhubarb and custard dish, so it was a rhubarb jelly and room temperature.
Was this in England?
Yeah.
Such an English dish.
Yeah. Forced Yorkshire rhubarb in a rhubarb, like poached, and then in a rhubarb jelly, and we would have to stack each piece up and then in a spiral, and then as you then pour the jelly in, it moves them, so then you get your tweezers out. And
What a head fuck.
Oh, man. But when they set...
Looked so pretty.
It looked fucking so good,
Yeah.
man. And then you turn that out onto the plate and just squirt some creme anglaise around the bottom. And it needed to be room temperature creme anglaise. Because otherwise, if it's hot, it melts the gelatin. Then they start to mix together and look shitty on the plate, right? So I send this, the simplest fucking service dish on the menu, send it out to this table, and it's one of the owners, it's some of his friends, and one of them sends it back going, oh, my custard's cold, which it wasn't hot, but it definitely wasn't cold. I knew it wasn't, you know. The head chef's not in at this time. There's a different chef running the past. He's like, yep, sweet, Tobes, just do another one, but warm it up. Like, they obviously don't know what they want. Like, they don't know what it is, but it doesn't matter. Just, like, get it fixed. So I send that off and didn't even think about it ever again over the next 2 days off that I had. And then I come in the kitchen, and there was a little fingerprint sign-in, sign-out machine on the wall. And as soon as my thumb hit that fingerprint thing, the head chef said, Toby, come here. And I was like, fuck. I just knew. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
But I just knew that something... He wasn't asking me how my weekend was.
He wasn't. Did you have a good day off?
Yeah, you said you were going to go see some friends this weekend. Did you have a good time? Yeah, no. I haven't even got fucking changed yet, man. And he was like, come with me, and walked me onto a section. And I thought he was going to belittle me and be like, this is how a section should be ran or something like that, you know. And he's like, put your hand in that. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. And it's a chaufon. It's just like a fucking huge pot of boiling water.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know if the salt makes much of a difference. You know, like we always had it seasoned. I would put baking soda in it as well.
Make it boil harder.
It keeps your greens green.
Yeah. That's what we use at the shop for peas and shit.
Yeah. It makes a difference. I don't think that would have made... It's still boiling water.
It's 100
still
degrees.
Yeah.
I used to fucking be so stupid when I was a kid. When I was like 15, 16, I was like, oh, if you add salt to the water, it makes it hotter. I was like, no, it doesn't.
Does it change the...
I'm pretty sure it makes it boil quicker.
Okay.
I don't know if it lowers the boiling temperature.
Because I know that, like, when I was in Queenstown, a chef that I worked with said that he got done on, like, his health and safety stuff at work, all the, like... health and safety paperwork you got to fill out when he was doing calibrations for all their thermometers that they had, and that's because he's come from the UK or here where you're at sea level and water boils at 100 degrees, but in Queenstown water boils at 99.1 degrees.
Really?
Is what he was saying.
I don't know. Maybe some crack.
Fact check.
There's a lot of crack in kitchens.
No, but as you go like higher
Really?
up, the thinner atmosphere, water boils at a. That's why when you put liquid in a vacuum chamber to vac pack shit, it boils.
No
because
shit.
It sucks the atmosphere out of it.
No shit.
Yeah.
I love a vac pack.
Oh, they're fucking good, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Until you're doing like a mayonnaise or something, and you're not paying attention.
You get a cum shot.
Oh man, they're the worst. And you got when it's that bad that you've got to like take the whole thing apart and wipe it out. And
I was lucky. I never really. I got fucking abused, but like, I always just let it roll off my back. I never anything that like traumatized. It would fucking just really upset me when I upset head chef mostly.
Yeah,
that's what I would upset myself more thinking about it.
Yeah,
when I finished work, than fucking when because then you got the aspect of a kitchen when you're getting so fucked up all the time. And it's just like it can be such an unhealthy lifestyle too. No one even thinks about that. No one goes harder than chefs.
No, man. Like when I worked in New Zealand, I was part of this opening team, and there was 6 of us that worked in this joint to start off with. I now think they run with like a team of 12 or something. We were all doing 100-hour weeks. We all worked for like a month or 2 straight. But like we'd finish work, have beers, have other beers, go out, party, go home.
Nose beers.
Sleep for like 40 minutes.
Yeah,
and you wouldn't even sleep because you're fucking wired and you've been up all day, and then you're thinking, fuck, tomorrow's going to be awful, even though it's already tomorrow. And you lay there and you just hear the birds chirping and you're just staring at your ceiling like, what the fuck? And then you get up, and 3 of us live together. So we'd all walk together to work, like heaving as we're walking, and we'd get to work. One of us would make coffees for everyone in the kitchen. We'd all make each other breakfast, and then we'd just
Then you're fucking good to go.
Yeah. I think it was so easy, not so easy, but because it was just the 6 of us all doing it.
Yeah.
We were in that ship together. It wasn't like if you get a bad roster and you've got to, I don't know, you're going on holiday, you got to do fucking 10 days straight and like 6 of them are doubles. It was just like, if you were working, we didn't have a roster.
Yeah.
Because we just knew that until more people saw what we were doing and would come and apply for jobs with us.
We were just working anyway.
Yeah, we just had to do it, you know. There was like, I slept on the floor in the restaurant and for like an hour, and then the cleaners came in during that hour that I was supposed to be trying to get some fucking sleep, like a day before opening, so that we could make sure that everything was set. But I loved that, man. That was like...
It's a rush when you're young.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Fucking so cool.
I wouldn't be able to do it now.
And then to like, I remember when we did the first 100-hour week, I had joined the team with the head chef a little bit before some of the other guys because they had to work notice periods at other joints. So I'd been doing, I don't know, like a week or so more, not of 100-hour weeks because it only got up to that as we were getting closer to opening. It was a job site when I got there. We were building the kitchen and cleaning it. My first day was spent scrubbing the grease off of the kitchen ceiling from the
previous owners,
dick old shithead chefs that were there before. And after that first 100-hour week, the owners came in and they were like, we can't express how thankful with all you guys are. We're now going to, over the next 6 days, everyone's going to get 1 day off, but we're just going to start with Toby. And like, I just like dropped the floor, almost started. I was just like, fuck, I made it, you know. And then I was like, they were like, all right, Tobes, go home and go to sleep. I was like, I'm not going home, I'm going to sleep.
You're going to get fucked up. I'm going to the pub.
I've already called people. They're like, we can finally see you again, you know. And the funniest thing is the owners owned the bar next door and like...
Dangerous.
Yeah. So I walk into the bar next door and like all the staff there sort of saw me. I was like, it's good to see you not at work, man. You made it. And like everyone, all my friends in town that I hadn't seen in ages were out that night. And yeah, it was good, mate. I got fully cooked and then had to work the following day. Had the day off, feeling like shit, and then went to work the next day. But that was like the reset that I needed.
There's a load of fucking dedication involved into it if you want to be good at it. Like that, the head chef in Sydney I worked for, his name was Damien Brabender. Sorry if I'm getting that wrong, Damien. He is 100% the most fucking driven and knowledgeable chef you'll ever see.
Yeah.
Ever. And so I got the job in Sydney because I worked at Osteria and Jolly's with this bloke called Adam. And he was the biggest cowboy in the world, like, to work in a kitchen with. Like, you'd look over and he'd be fucking creating a pipe bag because his pipe bag's broken. He'd make it out of just utensils and he'd be piping like fucking risotto into like baby squid, and like it would be a shamble, but he'd always get the job done.
Fuck
but
yeah.
he developed his skills over years. He's a fucking great chef. But Damien, I don't even know if I ever saw him cook anything. He's just so good at delegating, keeping everyone calm, and coming up with what flavours work with what. And he's massive on Australian produce, like fucking huge on local produce. Pretty sure he just got awarded his 2nd or 3rd chef hat for his restaurant in Canberra, Otis. Shout out to Otis, Canberra. But fucking phenomenal. That's him and Adam, the bloke I was talking about's restaurant. But they're doing fucking amazing things there.
There's such a good food scene in Australia.
It's
really
insane.
Awesome, and I feel like Adelaide's definitely like...
Adelaide is coming hard. Yeah. What's your... Here we go. I'll close it out with this. What's your favourite restaurant in Adelaide?
That I've been to?
Had you eat out a lot here? You got a newborn and all that.
Yeah, she's just coming up for 2.5. And then with COVID and stuff, it's been pretty hard. Best meal... Mooney the other day.
Is it nice?
In Wollonga.
Is it nice?
One of the top 5 meals of my life. It was
really.
And I think that
I've always undernard about going there.
It's very chefy. Like sit at the bar. It's clinical, man. It's sterile. There's one.
Is it all taste? Is it just all set tasting menu?
Yeah.
No, yeah. I love that.
Oh, it
takes the guesswork out of it.
They had a puffed rice calamari, Thai basil oil and Thai basil powder dish that is going to be one of the dishes that I think about on my deathbed.
No way.
It was like...
I've always wanted...
I'd slap my mum in the face for another serve of that, and I really like her.
I've always wanted to go, but I've just never pulled the trigger because we always go to the city or something when we want to eat.
Yeah, well, if you
100%, that's next on the list. Yeah, I'll go next. I'll go next week.
Awesome.
I might even go Sunday.
Number one place that I want to go, Botanic.
Botanic?
Yeah. It's just one best restaurant in the country.
I'm booking in with James to go to Botanic, hopefully within the next 6 months.
Yeah, sick.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes. All right. Well, I'll leave you to it, Toby.
Awesome.
You probably got some work to attend to.
Yeah, I've got to hit up Jacob with what this week's pasta is.
Boom.
Easy.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much, brother.